if you want to get into that verticality right away. So far, just the pokes back and forth as the Winstons will get their duel. I like this rotation from the 76. He comes through here trying to get all the initial damage done, and that's the first kill onto Latex.
Yeah, Logix was just peppering him the entire time, and Neptuno was able to get that killing blow. Now Finzi pushing forward with that 76. He's got to get that Diva mech out of the way first, just so he can get the free damage off. But they're starting to retreat on the side of Cyclowns, which is good. You know, they're giving up some of the meter while they're waiting for that Winston to come back. And it's Latex on Winston. He can just jump right back in. We have the sound barrier coming out from Cyclones, and immediately Movistar Riders back off.
That's exactly what you would want to do if you're going to run triple tank, though. You can back into those houses, you can back into those corridors, you've got the bodies there, and now you see it flip back around. The beautiful sound barrier came out to re-engage. Really smart play there to not play out on the point. Hide away in your forts. You've got these big bodies. On the other side here, he does have Tactical Visor, but as you mentioned, is Tactical Visor even that good against what Cyclones is running here?
It's going to be very difficult. Cyclones have been doing a really good job of keeping the meat of the army in front of their supports. So, Logix hasn't been able to get into the back line, try and, you know, deal with FZ and Crusade. We got the Graviton Surge coming out as Movistar Riders trying to push in, but already 2 kills, 3 kills come on out. They're just going to be able to easily clean up Cyclones. It's just dabbing here, but he's going to go down as Finzi cleans that up. That's a triple kill for him with that Tactical Visor, and that's going to be point A.
Something went very wrong there with the Graviton not getting the anti. He's trying to find himself in good position. That's not the ideal target right there. He's going to wait for it still unneeded as they will bomb out Latex. Transcend coming in, a good stagger of the ultimates, and Finzi has been looking for a spot to contribute, but his team has just taken away all his targets.
Yeah, there just wasn't much for Cyclowns to do. They tried to push forward with a nano-boosted Winston. That was Latex, and that was the only ultimate they had to work with. They really couldn't buy much more time as the payload was making its way across that bridge. It was just their last-ditch effort, trying to stall for as long as possible, as we do have Latex. He's jumped through the window, but he's going to get cleaned up easily. And at this point, Cyclones are just trying to burn as much time off of Movistar Riders' clock as they can.
I talked about this going in for Movistar, that they've got the Tracer and the Genji, and yeah, this fight's over, which is why I'm not even talking about it. They've got the Tracer, the Genji, and the Winston, which all Pulse Bomb to take out the opposing Winston. Winston's so important in both of these. Swoosh is going to come in and swoosh his blade around looking for a little bit, but he gets jumped down by Pox, who has actually switched back over to the Zarya.
Yeah, he swapped back over to the Zarya. D-Mech onto Destro there as they're starting to clean up on the side of Movistar Riders. They haven't really lost much off of it. They're going to use the sound barriers to continue to push forward. Primal Rage comes out. It's just batting, dabbing around as Pox is coming in with the respawn, but now his personal barrier's gone. There we go. That's the Helix Rocket that comes in, that cleans them up, but the defense, they're respawning, and they're just trying to buy as much time as possible here.
Well, they boosted the Tracer earlier, so you don't see Logix does not want to see him boosted. Damn it again. Finzi finds a visor. All blood red in the kill feed means Movistar Riders will complete Eichenwald with 41 seconds remaining. Why this is good for an offensive fair is because that tower right there. You can just hide out behind it and hang out. That Winston got very low. Latex will be taken down, but Destro evens it up a little bit. That's a nice Helix. So a lot of the healing down. I prefer that trade for the offense. They should maybe try to find an angle to push this. They will do just that.
Yeah, they're just slowly cleaning them up one by one, and at this point, Movistar Riders, they're just trying to draw this out for as long as possible. So the first push coming out from Cyclowns is going to be successful. Movistar Riders, they had to attempt twice, so Cyclowns just on a little bit of a quicker pace.
You know what's great about this too is I think Farah can be very good on the second point. I've always thought Farah was good, and I keep making these allusions to Hollywood, but I find the map's design in similar-ish ways because she's always good at taking. And yeah, I mean, you know my feelings on Genji, and the reason is I play a lot of Tracer. That happens to me all too often. Oh, shurikens. Yeah.
I don't have the trigger discipline.
Logix goes down again. Man, I caster cursed the heck out of this guy, didn't I? I just talk about how great he is. He's had 4 deaths in the last minute.
Everyone's had his number. It's not Destro, it's Pox. Devin.
He has to at least be a threat. They're going to buy time. Here comes a blade from Swoosh in the backline trying to get there, but a beautiful sound barrier to respawn means Swoosh gets nothing. They will follow it up with another Transcend using both support alts, and Cyclowns has come to life.
Yeah, this is
Devin got Logix. Everyone's gotten Logix. I think all 6 of them have gotten Logix at some point in the last couple of minutes.
This has definitely not been Logix's best showing so far. He's swapping off onto May, trying to go for as much stall as possible, because take a look at the time on the side of Cyclowns. They end this map with 2 minutes and 20. They got additional added time, so it's going to be 2:42 for them. Movistar Riders have a real uphill struggle ahead of them here.
That's exactly what happens. They're even going to boost in. Finzi trying to get that damage in. I think he's going to go through this cave onto the left side. That's where he tried to get in earlier and rotate around with his team. Still bloodless so far, though. Davin trying to look for Finzi. He knows where he has been set up the entire time, but has to get out. Dante takes down Epsi, and that's one support taking down another. That does not bode well for Cyclowns.
Yeah, especially if it's FZ going down, right? He was the Ana player. They're running this triple tank, and so now the health bar is just dwindling on the side of Cyclowns, and this is what Movistar Riders need. They need to take this point and try and run it for as long as possible, as Pox is going to go down along with Davin now. So Movistar Riders are going to be able to breathe a sigh of relief here.
Very nice for them, especially back against the wall like that. Now we are in overtime, so all of the push is free. A nice nade actually heals everyone up. Post that Helix, I think that's what you're owing about. That's a nice Helix, got like 3 chunks, but some nice healing came in from aforementioned Epsi, able to get everyone back to health, and they want to fight on the card. This is smart. You don't want to give any free pusher. You know that you might be in the same position next time on your push.
Yeah, so the Dragon Blade did come out from Swoosh. He's going to be able to clean up 2 with that, as Finzi will take out Davin. So now they're pushing through this gate, but once again, they're just trying to delay it as long as possible. Destro and Pox going down. They're going to be able to respawn at the same time. But the ooh was for Logix, as he tried to push in through the ramparts with the wall section there. He actually got slept by FZ, and you just saw the rest of Cyclowns. They already, you know, had a piece of him. They all just wanted to get together and just to see him.
Well, you know, it's our first time working together. I don't know quite what your oohs mean yet, Kappa. And we'll see how it goes. They're still pushing here, and Finzi's gonna get onto the high ground with the tactical visor. These flanks can be great, but sometimes you're just caught out in a terrible spot. He's just gonna get the damage in early, as they do not see him over there, all alone on the bridge up top as the car continues to push below. Nice sound barrier gonna make sure that they're all alive. The anti-heal comes down, but this push is still going, and I think they should be able to get even a little bit more. They've got the numbers up here, Jamerson.
Yeah, Destro is going for this tactical visor, but he's not going to get anything off of it. Like 3-4 members of his team were already down. Now, this is an issue where Cyclowns are, I think, losing this defense so far, because really, once they were in overtime, what did you have to do? Just recollect yourself, wait for your ultimates to come up, and then just go for one big concerted push. But now they've been tunneling them one by one.
I didn't mind fighting in front of the first door that opened, but never mind. Here comes a giant blade with a transcend, gonna get a little bit. Swoosh finds himself out of the healing light of enlightenment, and Pox gonna equal it up. 4v4 now down on the cards as they continue to go for it, but it's our boy Logix gets himself to Davin, the last man standing right now, is on the cart. The cleave comes in. They're still gonna keep trickling, and this is the issue. I don't mind the trickle in certain situations. This one maybe. The first door I think was really smart to fight beyond that, because that door takes forever to open. But in the second stage, you got to find a place to regroup, and they've done nothing but trickle all throughout here, which is why they've given up so much push. They've got 4 back out here, though. They've regrouped a little bit.
Yeah, they should be able to stabilize here and then finally put an end to Movistar Riders. But as I say that, Finzi already just from so far away, he's able to get these free kills off, and I thought they had it, but we're just caster cursing all day so far. So that's gonna be the second checkpoint, and Movistar Riders, they've been on borrowed time since that first gate, and now take a look where they are. They're on the 3rd phase once again here on Eichenwald.
It's absolutely demoralizing. There's no other way to say it. This is demoralizing. They had 1 minute to push first point on a hybrid map, and now they're pushing in towards last. And this is where we saw defenses finally stabilize for last time for Cyclowns, able to win a fight or two. We'll see if they can do it yet again, as sound barriers will come off from Movistar, so they're going to get even more aggressive as they try to chase down. Davin stays in a little bit too long for my liking, able to blink out though with his life. Still have to give up all this free push. Davin needs to hit a bomb. His name in the kill feed has not been there in the amount that I'd like to see it.
Here we go. Yeah, Cyclowns now just going to go ahead and pop 4 ultimates as they push forward. They got the nano boost onto the Winston. Pox with that Dragon Blade, helping clean up too. And finally, they're going to put a stop to Movistar Riders, but they just got so much push out of this.
Yeah, that's baffling. I mean, yeah, they had to win one fight from the moment they had to win one every period.
Yeah, they need to be able to take this first point pretty aggressively and pretty quickly here. Movistar Riders, I mean, they just set a ridiculous pace, but there we go. That's huge. Dante going down first. Colsey dropped down real low, and he's not really going to be able to get healed up by that Lucio, but Logix did answer back. As I say that though, Destro coming in with that Soldier 76, takes out Swoosh and Colsty, and so they're setting a good pace for themselves. Even though they trickled a little bit there,
they should be fine.
Crusade will be able to clean up Finzi. They'll secure that point.
I like this composition better. I'm not necessarily in love with Pox on the 76. I think that's where he struggled the most. Right? They understand the win condition. They are going to actually come out, just put the Winston on the card, trying to find something. Here comes the Blade out of Swoosh. He gets discorded immediately, looking for targets. Colsty dies with Primal Rage up. That would have been beautiful in this position, especially to knock people off the bridge. And despite using the Blade, they do not get anything off it. They will push in, but the ult's advantage firmly in favor of Movistar. This is what you need to do, as you mentioned, for the other side of things.
Yeah,
Bank up ults, throw them all at it. You only need to win one fight.
Now it is an overtime, but I loved how Cyclowns just spread out there. You saw the bio spread coming out from them, but they knew that as Movistar Riders were going to try and push out, Swoosh might try to go for a heroic play. He went for that Blade, and the entirety of Cyclowns were just completely spread apart. He couldn't find a good clumped up target as Davin goes in, doesn't connect with that pulse bomb again.
No, it's been an issue for them so far, and right now I'd be surprised if we don't see a little more ults out of them. Colsty goes down, does not get the healing beats, but Finzi will come in with Tactical Visor, takes out a couple. Swoosh and Finzi combined to take down 4. All over except Crusade, and Crusade will go down, unable to finish his objective, and in a tight one. Yeah, this is a map that you run far on because, of course, concussions on the bridge, and then you see all this damage. Really, any map with a great vertical space where she can hide is always good. You don't want to be exposed as a Pharah, still trying to get that chip damage in, still bloodless here. This is slow, but Finzi comes in, nails Helix, Logix with the follow-up. This 6v4 is quickly turning completely one-sided. Logix continues to clean up. That will go all out. They'll steal this stage away.
Yeah, they are pushing forward. Swoosh has that Dragon Blade, but he doesn't quite have the health behind it. He's going to go ahead and pull it out. Anyways, it's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange as Pox finds 2 of his own. Swoosh will finally go on down, but they were able to back cap it. So Cyclowns aren't going to get the time on the board, at least. So Movistar Riders now, though, they're just trying to scrabble back into this Logix with the pulse bomb. Connects it out to Destro. Wow, Logix just going huge.
It was a nice sound barrier because the only ones really in there were Logix and his Lucio, and they decided, let's just go with the carry that has brought us here. Then Finzi's going to come in with the reinforcements. He's got everyone in his sights. Triple kill from Finzi. And despite Cyclowns getting a nice showing, well, you never know on this map. Maybe they can bring it back, but here goes a Primal Rage that should buy them enough stall. It's just a matter of getting other people in here. Dante says no. Welcome to my Inferno. Puts 2 down quickly. And there they go. That should be it. I mean, I'd be stunned otherwise. The wick burns quick here late. There it is. Movistar Riders will take first point. Why do you think they switched off of the Pharah?
Just instead re-engage upon them, right? Which is why we're seeing both sides being a little tentative here, just kind of playing Red Rover at this point.
Yeah, come on over. I was terrible at that game. I'm a slight person, unable to break those chains. Well, 2 quick kills out of the DPS. Swoosh and Logix, as we mentioned, big players here for Movistar Riders. And they continue to get kills. Deflect does not work against electricity. In fact, it should have died with that Transcend, but as you mentioned, it's getting so late that they had to. What we just saw there was a perfect catch for Movistar, as we mentioned. They jump in with Winston, discorded, dead. They jump in with Genji, dash through, dead. And that's how well they played the dive defense. Not necessarily their own dive, but how they defend the opposing dive. And I think if you're a team playing against Movistar Riders, you just never... I personally only buy things at night, so I only visit night markets. No, and by night markets, I mean Amazon.
I wish I had like night markets in my area, but you know, there are things that are like a bit more prevalent in like Asia and Europe, right? Yeah. And so whenever I go to South Korea, I will go. But already take a look at that. Swoosh and Logix coming in with the opening frags. That's going to be a second one going on down. This DPS duo from Movistar Riders cleaning up time and time again. But you know, let's not leave out Finzi though. Finzi on this Soldier 7.
What a terrible tracer. This Logix guy, they should try to find a replacement for him ASAP.
Now, Transcendence does come out from FC, and they were able to trade away 1-for-1. Swoosh going on down, but now, with the Transcendence gone, the sound barrier was used by Movistar Riders. That kept them healthy for the longest time, and now Finzi pushes forward. He's got that Tactical Visor, picks up a double kill before he finally falls to Latex from that Primal Rage, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to get flipped on over, and it looks like Movistar Riders are going to take the second map.
Unless a miracle comes down, he's putting on his Keds, his Soldier 76. Unable to get on the point, is taken down. That is now 2-0.
point, and when they've already got Finzi, Logix, and Swoosh having largely contributed in most of these team fights, adding on another damage dealer. But Kosti goes down first. Things are looking good for Cyclowns as they are entering onto the point. Nice kill onto Logix, and now they're just cleaning house on the side of Cyclowns.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter. Once you get 2 kills on this map, your reinforcements should go a little bit better. Yeah, the trades are always okay here, but coming up over the top, they have absolutely crushed it. First point's not a point you expect to hold real long anyway, but perhaps a little longer than that you would like. The silver lining here, of course, would be that Neptuno, despite dying and not getting probably the most visible work done, already has EMP. 6 ultimates. Now the economy is equalizing, though. Last good chance for Cyclones, and I think you call this a success if you get a tick, if you get anything, because you've just been absolutely stonewalled here.
That gives you at least a win condition, instead of just hoping to draw at this point. But already they've pushed forward. They've got that nano blade at the ready. Swoosh with 3 kills. Latex just on the point by himself as the self-destruct comes on out, and it connects, taking out Destro.
And that Primal Rage is not even an ultimate, that's just how he feels right now. It's good to express your feelings, Winston. You let it all out. It was the loneliest Winston in the world as Latex dove in, and all the people he expected to come behind him, they were just dead and gone. That was rough, man. That was... most of all, I want to say...
Widowmaker, all you really need is that 1 or that 2nd pick, but now... we do have Destro getting a little bit ahead of himself, trying to hunt down Logix, so there's already 2 kills have gone over for the side of Movistar Riders, so that's just going to be point A for them.
It's over. It is over. As easy as that was. First point, tough to hold. I guess they're just about easy, or just about even as far as where their EMPs were. I guess that's what we're going to use as a first point gauge now. It's like, well, who got a better EMP on that first point? Because no one's playing any sort of defense here. It's like the NBA All-Star game.
Just give me the rock. Give me the rock.
FC is going to be on that Sombra, as we mentioned. Soundbear comes in. As they try to come in right side here, Swoosh is going to get his counter number in Pox right there. A couple of kills. You have to ace this set, though. You can't really lose anything on your offensive push if you expect to get progress, but they only need the tick. Keep in mind, FC does get taken down. He had EMP at the very end of that.
That's what I was banking on the entire time. Now Pox, though, he pulls out the blade, gets 1 kill, gets immediately taken out, and now they're already at about 20% on the side of Movistar Riders. They just need about 13 more with that cleanup on Davin. They might have just done it. Here comes the EMP. MC immediately falls to Neptuno, though, and now Cyclowns just coming in one by one. We've got the nano boost on to Logix there, who had swapped off onto Hog, and Movistar Riders just focus firing perfectly at this point, taking them out 1 by 1.
You can stall all you want, but until you get a kill, you don't even have a chance of bringing this back right now. And if you can get 1 kill, you do have a chance to get 2. All the better, but still no one back here. Whole hog on to Davin, and they're trying all points for Valor, but this one has been over for a bit, unless they get a kill.
No.
But that was, what, 18 kills in a row for the offense there, and as they came back on and kept trying to stall it out.
Logix brought down a little bit low, but he does like to play on the edge.
Yeah, this is a map that you run far on because, of course, concussions on the bridge, and then you see all this damage. Really, any map with a great vertical space where she can hide is always good. You don't want to be exposed as a Pharah. Still trying to get that chip damage in. Still bloodless here. This is slow, but Finzi comes in, nails Helix. Logix with the follow-up. This 6v4 is quickly turning completely one-sided. As Logix continues to clean up. That will go all in favor of Movistar. Can gut this out. They'll steal this stage away.
Yeah, they are pushing forward. Swoosh has that Dragon Blade, but he doesn't quite have the health behind it. He's going to go ahead and pull it out. Anyways, it's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange as Pox finds 2 of his own. Swoosh will finally go on down, but they were able to back cap it. So Cyclowns aren't going to get the time on the board, at least. Some Movistar Riders now, though, they're just trying to scrabble back into this Logix with the pulse bomb. Connects it onto Destro. Wow, Logix just going huge.
It was a nice sound barrier because the only ones really in there were Logix and his Lucio, and they decided, let's just go with the carry that has brought us here. Then Finzi's going to come in with the reinforcements. He's got everyone in his sights. Triple kill from Finzi. And despite Cyclowns getting a nice showing, well, you never know on this map. Maybe they can bring it back, but here goes a Primal Rage that should buy them enough stall. It's just a matter of getting other people in here. Dante says no. Welcome to my Inferno. Puts 2 down quickly. And there they go. That should be it. I mean, I'd be stunned otherwise. The wick burns quick here late. There it is. Movistar Riders will take first point. Why do you think they switched off of the Pharah?
dive here and just punish the divers instead, re-engage upon them, right? Which is why we're seeing both sides being a little tentative here, just kind of playing Red Rover at this point.
Yeah, come on over. I was terrible at that game. I'm a slight person, unable to break those chains. Well, 2 quick kills out of the DPS. Swoosh and Logic, as we mentioned, big players here for Movistar Riders. And they continue to get kills. Deflect does not work against electricity. In fact, it should probably just make you take more damage. I do that Transcend, but as you mentioned, it's getting so late that they had to. What we just saw there was a perfect catch for Movistar, as we mentioned. They jump in with Winston, discorded, dead. They jump in with Genji, dash through, dead. And that's how well they played the dive defense. Not necessarily their own dive, but how they defend the opposing dive. And I think if you're a team playing against Movistar Riders, you just never let your Winston jump until the other one jumps. I personally only buy things at night, so I only visit night markets. No, and by night markets, I mean Amazon.
I wish I had like night markets in my area, but you know, there are things that are like a bit more prevalent in like Asia and Europe, right? Yeah. And so whenever I go to South Korea, I will go, but already take a look at that. Swoosh and Logic's coming in with the opening frags. That's going to be a second one going on down. This DPS duo from Movistar Riders cleaning up time and time again. But you know, let's not leave out Finzi though. Finzi on the Soldier 76 has just...
This Logic guy, they should try to find a replacement for him ASAP.
Now, Transcendence does come out from FC, and they were able to trade away 1-for-1. Swoosh going on down, but now, with the Transcendence gone, the sound barrier was used by Movistar Riders. That kept them healthy for the longest time, and now Finzi pushes forward. He's got that tactical visor, picks up a double kill before he finally falls to Latex from that Primal Rage, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to get flipped on over, and it looks like Movistar Riders are going to take the second map.
Unless a miracle comes down, he's putting on his Keds, his Soldier 76. Unable to get onto the point, is taken down. That is now 2-0.